young rich niggas. You know, so we ain't really never had no old money. We got a whole lot of new money though. Hey! Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Cooking, fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. Hey. I don't trust nobody, grip the trigger. Call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. Bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. My bitch is bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. All set. Records on records, got backers on backers. I'm riding around in a coupe. I take your bitch right from you. Bitch, I'm a dog. Beat the whole walls. Hop in the fall. I tell that bitch to come for me. I swear these niggas is under me. The hate and the devil keep jumping me. Arrows on me, keep me company. Hey, we do the most. Yo, pull up and goes. Yo, my diamonds a choker. Holding the fire with no holster. With the ruler, diamond cooler. This a roller, not a mule. Dabbing on it like the usual. Magic with the brick and voodoo. Courtside with a bad bitch. Then I send the bitch through Uber. I'm young and rich and plus I'm bougie. I'm not stupid, so I keep the ooze. Records on records, got backers on backers, so my money making my back pay. You niggas got a low act rate. We from the north, yeah, that way. That could be blunt in the ashtray. Two bitches just national smash day. Hop in the limb, have a drag race. I let them birds take a bath bag. Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, no hot pot. Cooking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't trust nobody, grip the trigger. Call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. Bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too.
Do I look sunburned? Because I feel it. Welcome back, everyone. The Skyline is finally on the channel. So I know I've had a couple of people say, when's the Skyline coming to the channel? Well, here it finally is. So I did actually make a previous video on this, but unfortunately the gimbal that I was using was yeah, a bit how can I say it, malfunctioned. So we finally got another gimbal, and I just thought I'd try and find a suitable location because it's a bit windy. I'm sorry if you can hear some road noise, and yeah, just have a quick chat about the R33. Yeah, so I've owned the Skyline for coming up to 5 years now, so it's yeah, it's been a little while, but I absolutely love it to bits. It was one of those cars that, you know, as you're growing up, you always have that sort of dream car, and mine was a Skyline. I always had Hondas. I always still will have a Honda, but the Skyline was sort of my sort of legend dream car, and yeah, I managed to obtain it a couple of years ago, so I'm very fortunate and thankful for that. So let's just have a look at it, and I'll run you through some of the modifications. So it's an R33, obviously Nissan Skyline GTST, and it's a Spec 2, so it's a 1996, late 1996 model. So yeah, it's had quite a few modifications done to it over the years, which was actually done by some of the previous owners who imported it. That's who put all the body kit on it and everything like that. So externally, we've got a Nismo, I think it's a Nismo style, I don't think it's genuine, Nismo front lip, and then obviously the front fog lights and indicators have actually been relocated. So we've got the indicators and fog lights in here now as one unit, and this is actually an air duct. I'm not going to be able to show you, but that basically just goes, obviously feeds into the engine to keep the engine bay cool. So that's quite a nice thing that I always liked. Obviously got the front mount intercooler in there. I believe it is side skirts going into 400R rear arches, and then again going into a Jun rear splitter. We've got the standard GTST spoiler on it. I do really like GTSTs with a GTR spoiler, but I like it like this. I think it looks original, and I think it stands out from a GTR. So unsure on the make of the exhaust, but I think it's Jap speed. Now I wouldn't put Jap speed on it, but yeah, it's a mod that was done when it was imported or whatever. So yeah, we've still got that on there, and it does sound really nice. It does sound nice, not too loud or drony or anything like that. The wheels unfortunately have been a question mark ever since I bought the car. So you're not really going to be able to tell too much in this light, but they're a sort of bronzy colour, and all of the research that I've done points to ultralight Nurembergs. Now I know they're not those, because when you actually look at the the bolts, I believe on the ultralights, the bolts are in the middle, not next to the spoke. So these aren't ultralights, and I've had them off and there's no stamping or anything like that. So if anyone knows what wheels these are 9.5s on the back, 8.5 on the front. I think they're ET40 or ET30, something like that. So yeah, if anyone knows what these are, let me know. We've got slotted discs all round, and I've got some Feiyutech DS2 500s to stick in the front as well. Still got to do that. Oh, and another thing to add is basically the car originally came with carbon fibre B pillars, but they were cracked and they were faded and, you know, it's really old. So I actually bought these Nismo covers. They're real carbon fibre, but they're just sort of a cover. Yeah, so that was from Torque GT. So Matt hooked me up with those. So yeah, thanks a lot, Torque GT, for supplying those parts. The bit that most of you want to see, the engine. So yeah, so we've got the front mount intercooler, as I've said, and we've got a cooling plate here, plus sort of numerous other chrome dress up bits here. It's had a blue hose kit. It's had, when I took it into MGT, I actually got them to fit a Link G4X ECU, as you can see there. And then they actually put in R33 GTR coil packs, as you can see here. So you can sort of see the adapter plate there. We've got a hybrid turbo. Basically, to keep it short, the engine's running around 440 horsepower. Torque, I'll have to double check what the torque is, but yeah, so like I say, it's got a hybrid turbo on it, and when I actually bought the car, it didn't have a standalone ECU in it. It just had I think it was like a NIS tune or RSP, I can't quite remember what the brand was. But yeah, MGT said to me, you want to get that straight out of your car. So yeah, so I managed to go for obviously the Link G4X, and you know, forget about sort of peak power. How it gets to that power, so you know, sort of mid-range power that it's gained is unreal. You gained about 70 foot-pound of torque when it kicks into boost, so that the ECU made an absolutely massive difference. But the main reason why I actually got the ECU was for safety. You know, if anything happened to the engine or anything like that, hopefully the ECU will sort of cut it out and put it in limp mode effectively to try and save the engine. So that's why I went for the ECU. Whilst it was there, I had the cam belt done. We've got some Maestro coilovers on there as well, and then I've got coilover socks as well, which I actually got from Tegawa. So hopefully this isn't too windy. I just wanted to try and show you all the inside. So yeah, obviously the Vertex steering wheel, got the Nismo gear knob, we've got gauges here, so we've got oil pressure, oil temp, and boost. And then obviously, like I was saying, we've got the Nismo mats down here. And then you're going to witness the alarm again. So yeah, and we've got the matching Nismo mats at the back there as well. So a full set, along with a nice Nismo part there. So we've got GTR door cards, GTR front seats, GTR rear seats, and also GTR rear door cards. So again, sorry for the beeping. It's not a full rundown. I'll be here all day if I tell you everything that's on the car. But yeah, if anyone is interested in a full spec list, just let me know. And hope you all like the cinematics of it. Try to make it a little bit more interesting in terms of different locations and stuff like that. Watch out, there's plenty more to come. We'll see you soon.